welcome back to my channel. So welcome to another video. If this is your first time here on my channel, you are very welcome. Like, you are so much welcome. And don't forget to subscribe. You click the subscribe button. It is red somewhere down below, either on the right or on the left. Just click that subscribe button. That encourages me a whole lot to do videos. It encourages me to talk to you all. So I posted my last video telling you all about me quitting my first registered nurse job to doing agency / travel nursing job, and I got quite overwhelming feedback on that video. And I did say in that video that if you guys want me to do more nursing related content, just let me know. I do not mind. I'll go ahead and share it as long as I have those content, or as long as I have or have experienced anything of that nature. I do not mind. So in today's video, I want to just kind of talk more about being a travel nurse, like what are the consequences and what are the advantages of actually being a travel nurse. Because girl, there are so many advantages, there are so many disadvantages, it kind of balances up. So I'm gonna share my experience. Anything I'm saying here are the things that I have experienced during my career as a travel registered nurse. So yeah, I'm just saying it based on my experience. You are free to do any research or your own research. Every situation is different. So I'm going to share with you all what I have learned about travel nursing and what you should get ready for if you plan on doing travel nursing. Yeah, so travel nursing, first and foremost, I would say that it is good. The pay is very good. It's very encouraging. Like, it is a good thing. So if it is something that you are thinking of or contemplating, should I join travel nursing or should I stay as a staff nurse, I just want to put it out there that travel nurse and being a staff nurse, there's a lot of different financially. The difference between a travel nurse and a staff nurse is that as a travel nurse, you sign contract. You do sign contracts with companies. You can sign a 1 month contract. You can sign 8 weeks. You can sign 12 weeks. You can sign even 6 months. It just depends on you and your company, and what you are able to take, or what the company is offering. So it all depends on you, what you want to choose. And also, there are also some travel nurses there are also some traveling agency that you actually do not have to sign contract. Like the one I work with, I don't have to sign any contract. I just call like on a daily basis, or when I get to a facility, if they like what you do, they might ask you to sign up maybe for like a month worth of schedule, or they might ask you for 2 months, but you are not making any commitment, you are not making any contract, you are not signing any paper committing to working those shifts. You just, it's up to you if you want to do that. But most travel nurses, you have to, like, agencies requires you to actually sign a contract. So just inquire with your agency and see what their need actually is. And another good thing about being a travel nurse is that you get paid like way more than a staff nurse. Like, you cannot even compare the pay. Some places you get paid even double than a staff nurse will pay, and some places you even get tripled. Again, it all depends on your agency. It all depends on your field. Like, different field pay differently. It just depends on a whole lot of things. But the bottom line is, as a travel nurse, you get paid more than a regular staff would get paid. So, and with traveling nursing, what I have experienced is that every assignment is different. Like, every assignment is different, especially now because of COVID. Every assignment you get signed for is different. You might get an assignment that For example, they might say, okay, they are going to pay you $110 an hour, and on the other hand, you might also get an assignment that they might pay you like $80 an hour. Workload of that assignment, or if there's a COVID patient in that assignment, like the agency I do work for, if there's any COVID case in any facility, I get paid way more than my regular hourly pay. And yeah, so things like that do matters, and every assignment is different. And in some facilities, when I go there, if I do have a lot of patients that are on trach or G-tube, like so many tax skin assignment, I kind of negotiate with my agency to kind of pay me more, and most of the time they agree to pay me more. So it all just depends on your agency. It all depends on what you are capable of taking. The flexibility is real. I think flexibility is like my highest top most reason why I opted out for travel nursing. That the flexibility and the pay, okay, those are the two main reasons that I decided to quit my staff nursing job to a travel agency. Because girl, the availability is good. You can choose when to work, you can choose how you want to work, you can decide to work for a month and stop, you can decide to work one day and stop. Like you know, who can beat that? Who can beat when you decide to work? You can decide to work holidays, you can want to work night, you can say I'm not going to work weekends. Like, you can choose when you want to work. Isn't that great? Especially if you are a mother like I am a mother, so I want to be able to work when I really want to work, not because my company requires me to be there at that time. No, I want to be there when I want to be there, okay? You know, no rush here. So that's the one good thing. Like, one juicy thing about being a travel nurse is that you decide when to work. Like right now, I don't work any holiday for anybody. And weekends, if I'm having any occasion or somewhere to be on weekends, I do not take any hours. I quickly excuse myself not to go to work. So those are the good things about, you know, being your own boss, you know. So good. Another thing again that I find really interesting with traveling nursing is that, girl, you can decide to be paid daily if you want to. When you finish an assignment, you can actually get paid, or you can be paid weekly or bi-weekly. It all depends on you. Like, who can beat that? You know, yeah, so it all depends on you. It depends on your financial need. You can do an assignment and then you cash out like right away if you want to by the end of the assignment. But some agencies that I have realized is that if you want to cash out the same day, they might tell you to give them at least 24 hours notice, or some of them ask you to give 2 hours, someone 4 hours before you can cash out. But it is possible that you can work a shift and cash out that same day or the next day, or you can want to pay weekly or bi-weekly. It all depends on your financial need. God, those are all awesome tips, guys. Come on, just be a travel nurse if you want to. Look at all these amazing tips. And then, of course, you know, there's nothing good that comes without any consequences. Yes, like, of course, everything in life has the good and the bad side. And as a travel nurse, what I have experienced is that each time I go to assignments, I am always given the most difficult assignment. Like, they'll keep the most difficult assignment, the most demanding assignment, the most annoying patient. They will give it to you because you are a travel nurse, because you don't have much information about this patient, because you are an agency. And most of the time they do that because they feel like you are making more money than them. They feel like we cannot do the same work and you are getting paid maybe 2, maybe 3 times more than I am getting paid. So you will experience that. Like, this is no joke. you will experience that when you go to certain facilities, you are being given the most difficult and taxing assignment, because sometimes they are sometimes you meet nurses in the facilities, or the staff nurses, they'll be so mean, guys, they'll be so mean, and you'll be wondering, do they know me somewhere? Do I know them somewhere? Did I do anything wrong? I haven't even taken the key, I have not even started an assignment, and they are being so mean. Yeah, it does happen. You'll see that some of those nurses will be so mean to you for no reason. But anyway, I'm not going to talk much about that. I will do a separate video about that, because I have received a whole lot of attitude from nurses, from staff nurses, that I want to actually share with you all. But I'm going to do that like in a separate video, so you guys know. Yeah, just just prepare that when you go, you might end up getting the most difficult assignments. Yeah. And another good thing about being a traveling nurse is and another thing about being a traveling nurse that I kind of I don't like it, is driving. Guys, like, I don't enjoy driving. I have never enjoyed driving, and I don't think at this time I will enjoy driving. But as a travel nurse, you have no choice, that you have to drive. Sometimes I go to different assignments. Every time I work, I go to a different location, I go to a different facility, and that requires me to drive, sometimes further, sometimes shorter. But most of the time I drive further, more than 30 minutes or so, to get to any assignment anytime that I have to work. So for somebody that do not like driving like me, or like a slow driver, because I'm a slow driver, I dislike driving. And this is one thing that before I decided to become a staff nurse, I was kind of like, do I really want to do this? Or all that driving and all of that. And I knew I could not depend on my husband to drive me to work every time that I have to work. So that was kind of like one of the most challenging decisions that I had to take. But will I get used to driving? Nah. Is it manageable? Yes. Is the money good? Yes. So hey, I just have to make it work. So guys, those are the things that I, as a travel nurse working with an agency, has experienced or is experiencing. And if you are thinking of if you should do traveling nursing or not, just consider all these points and see if that is you, or if that falls within your category, or if these are something that you are willing to trade in order to make more money and become a traveling nurse, or stay as a staff nurse. Yeah, and I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm just going to stop the video here. And guys, expect more nursing related video. And yeah, without much talking, I will end the video here, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Again, don't forget to like, don't forget to share my video, subscribe, and thumbs up this video, so I will be encouraged to do more content like this. Until next time, guys. Bye.